Hi guys, in this session we'll learn about flash recovery point, how it's going to help us in 19C. Flashback. The purpose of your flashback where the database object we can bring back to its previous point in time. We can roll back the database to a particular point. There are typical situations where we can see using these flashback features. We can recover the database to a point in time. We can also use this flashback to view the past states, the previous states of your data, or we can wind or rewind the data. You can reverse your unwanted changes as well as the upgrade fails. The upgrade script goes awry, or the recovery failed after your media failure without read lock or incremental backups as well. These certain situations are suited for using your point in time recovery or flashback features. And these flashback features which enables you to recover your database to your prior point in time. So using DBPATR, which is database point in time recovery, is the most basic solution to unwanted database changes. It's also called sometimes incomplete recovery. So in this case, you restore whole database backup and you need to apply the redo lock or incremental backups. But if the unwanted database changes are extensive, then you can use the table space point in time. But if the unwanted changes are limited to a specific table or table partitions, you can use a previously armand backup to that particular point in time before unwanted changes occurs. So this provides a set of features, a flashback technology that supports viewing the past states of data and winding and rewinding data and forth in time without requiring the restore of database from backup. And depending on the changes to your backup database, flashback technology can often reverse the unwanted changes very fast and with less impact on your database. For pluggable database that uses your local undo in 19C, both the DBPATR and flashback operations are independent for each other. As the PDBs use the shared undo, both the DBPATR and flashback operations are independent. If you perform a flashback operation for a PDB or recover PDB, Oracle may apply undo data during PDB reset logs to back out the transactions that are not committed. But if you subsequently recover the entire CDB to a point in time that is the middle of your PDB reset log operations, then you will receive a warning and PDBs may not be opened. We should be careful while working on this, applying for PDB and CDBs. For that cases, we need to recover the entire CDB or perform flashback operation for the entire CDB to a different SCN number, or recover all the affected PDBs or perform flashback database operation for all the PDBs to a different SCN. So SCN system change number plays a vital role here to which SCN number we need to flashback. We need to roll back. Flashback database operations on CDBs. When we're working with CDB in 19C, the flashback database on whole CDB, if you enable, it rewinds the entire CDB and including your PDBs as well as. And you can specify the target time by your system change number, the log sequence number either, or the restore point of the time. So it is applicable for all the PDBs and CDBs when you do a flashback on CDB level. Coming back to on PDBs, when you are going to apply on PDB to reverse unwanted changes, either caused by your logical data corruption or user errors, the other PDBs still can remain open and operational while performing your flashback database on a particular database. So it is not going to impact other PDBs within your CDB, within your container database. Only that particular PDB it's applicable the flashback. So we can specify the desired point in time for the PDB to restore or the CDB to restore at a SCA number or a time. So in general, what happens to PDBs? The flashback operation for a PDB restore point is accurate than a flashback operation to a CDB restore point, because the PDB restore point represents the PDB sub-incarnation of the point in time which is created. So multiple flashback operations can also be performed on a single PDB. However, you can only perform a flashback operation on PDB to its ancestor incarnations, and your PDB must always stay in your past incarnation that is compatible with the overall database incarnation. You can also perform your flashback database operation for a PDB which is on a physical standby database after performing on primary database. The same operation should be, and the backups of your PDB will still remain valid after performing your flashback database on your particular PDB. We can use these backups in case of any media failure. You can perform a recovery, and this recovery can be through database reset logs and PDB reset logs. Oracle Flashback Database is the most efficient alternative to your DBPATR, database point in time recovery using RMAP. Unlike the other flashback features, it operates at physical level and reverts the current data files to their contents at past time. And flashback database is typically faster because it doesn't need to restore your data files. And to enable this flashback, we need to set the flashback area. We need to configure the flashback area. We need to set the size even using the parameter db recovery file _dest _size. We can control the size of this destination where you located the flashback area, the fast recovery area. Then you can issue the command alter database flashback on. So we have to ensure these two parameters are enabled to enable the flashback. So the database, it writes the old images of data file blocks to the flashback logs. You can verify in this destination are written sequentially and often in bulk as well as. It's like a continuous backup, and the database automatically creates and deletes and resizes the flashback logs. And these are not archived. These flashback logs are not archived. Only thing is that we need to aware of flashback logs for monitoring performance and the disk space to determine. Once we enable, we can verify from EDollar database the name of your database and the status of your flashback and the primary database role. We can create your restore point as well as, same as in Windows, we create your restore points. So that point, in case you have did some changes or you are going to have a bulk changes in your database, let's have a restore point which is same like a save point. We can roll back to that particular point based on the name you have created, which is guaranteed. It's very faster than your RMAP without any backup. It does uses your flashback logs, which are there in your flashback recovery area, and we have to ensure and we need to protect those logs for these recovery. We can also find where what recovery points have been created with what name from $restore_point. We'll move to the lab session. Please subscribe to our channel. In our lab session, we'll configure your parameter for your size and destination using two parameters, db_recovery_ file_dest_size around 10 GB and db recovery file_dest_ equal to the location of your flash recovery area. So we'll create under /archives in case you have /archives, or it's recommended to have a separate FRA, which is your fast recovery area, to manage your flashback logs. So before enabling, we need to configure these two parameters. Let's see in your lab session how to configure these two parameters, and we'll enable this flashback area. Log into your database and verify it's enabled or not. From database, we can check whether it's enabled or not, what the database name, and whether it is primary and standard. It's a prod database with the name prod and read-write mode. The current database is in primary role. It's not enabled. So we'll configure your parameters first. We'll set the parameter recovery file dest. As well as your size of your destination. Both the parameters has been configured. Now we need to shut down and start up. The instance is going to shut down now. To configure your static parameter, we need to restart your instance. You can verify whether it is static or dynamic from ESys modifiable from $parameter. So we have an error, db recovery file destination cannot be translated, no such file or directory. Of course, we don't have a physical destination. So let's create before we start, in case this error 01261 is received in your environment, ensure the parameter destination what we set is physically exist. It's not available, let's create and try it again. So start up now. We have flash recovery area in your /archives. In your live environment, you can have your separate partition, separate mount point /FRA. You can verify now the parameters. So both the parameters, file destination and destination size, are enabled now, and let's enable the flashback on. Alter your database flashback on. Even after startup, you can enable your flashback, and you can confirm from database enabled or not. So let's see, it's enabled. Yes, before it was no, now it's got enabled. your flashback is up. You can verify from $V database only that particular column enabled or not. And let's go for creating your restore point. Before that, from $V restore underscore point, verify are there any restore points created. You can verify from $V restore point there are no restore points created in your database. So let's create your restore point. Example RP, and what's the date today? What are the name you want to have? 0406. Let's create a restore point with the name RP0406, which is guaranteed restore point to enable your flashback. You can use your flashback to move to the prior point in time. Got created. Now verify once again your restore point got created from $V restore underscore point. Yes, you can see a restore point RP0406 got created. We have in the same line, after setting your lines, found with the name RP0406, and this is the particular timestamp, and it's been guaranteed with SCN number. Either timestamp, either SCN number, either restore point we can use to flashback. And in case you don't want to flashback or want to disable your flashback, you can just run the command flash. In case you don't want to enable, we can disable for any reason, any circumstances, flashback off. Such a way we can use these restore points. We can create your restore points and we can enable or disable. We can find out restore points. We can use this based on your time or SCN number. The later sessions will work on flashback on particular table or particular pluggable database or container database as well as. Okay guys, we'll close this session and we'll see in the next sessions. Thank you all.